Preparation for the European Council that will take place in December continues. Today, European Ministers for Foreign Affairs discuss the current priorities of the EU foreign policy, not forgetting the key issues of European security strategy. The future of the EU's security and defence was also discussed during the informal meeting of European Ministers of Defence and Security. The Informal Council traditionally takes place in the National Gallery of Art in Vilnius. This meeting, as also the meeting of Ministers for Defence and Security, is chaired by the EU's High Representative for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy, Catherine Ashton. The host of this informal meeting is Lithuanian Minister of Foreign Affairs, Linas Linkevičius.
We will be coming back to Vilnius for the summit of the Eastern Partnership, incredibly important relationship with our 6 neighbouring countries to the east. And I'm sure that Linas, who will be our host again, and who's played such an important role, along with President Grybauskaitė, in supporting the Eastern Partnership, will have a great contribution to make in that discussion. It is an extremely important part of our neighbourhood.
One of the key items on the international agenda nowadays is the crisis in the Middle East, and namely the situation in Syria.
Syria will be probably the key, and we need more coordinated approach. I'm sure that after the discussions we will be able to come up with a more coordinated position, more common view, because world needs to react to what happened. It cannot be unaccountable. The use of chemical weapons unacceptable. It shouldn't repeat it. We must do the best we can do, all institutions and us as well, individually and collectively, to prevent this happening again. So this is also the task for the world, for our organizations.
The working session is also attended by the US Secretary of State, John Kerry. He shared information about progress on the Middle East peace progress.
They did a terrific job today of hosting the European ministers here at Vilnius. We are very grateful for the statement that came out of the meeting today with respect to Syria, a strong statement about the need for accountability. And I'm particularly grateful for the President's comments to me earlier this morning and the Foreign Minister's support for the efforts to hold the Assad regime accountable for what it has done. Now, there are other big issues that we are working on together. The European Eastern Partnership is a very important economic plan that will raise the standards of doing business, increase the trade, and most importantly, increase jobs. It's good for the economic development.
Lithuanian Minister of Foreign Affairs, Linas Linkevičius, held the bilateral meeting with the US Secretary of State, John Kerry. The issues and questions important to the Lithuanian presidency of the Council of the European Union were also discussed. During his visit to Lithuania, the US State Secretary also had a meeting with the President of Lithuania, Grybauskaitė.